College football playoff committee. Everything's done, bro. It's all wrapped
Done.
up. Tennessee heading to the Orange Bowl. We're going to dive in, talk all about the Orange Bowl, talk about what this team's going to look like. How many dudes do we think are not going to play? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping that there's a lot of our guys that stick it out one more battle, one more fight against a team I feel like most recently been running that mouth just a little
Facts.
bit. So y'all already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. It's the Monday rundown. Let's go.
It's the North Ender, set to race onto the field. The finals will be boring the giant sea that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day becoming Glendale as the big orange sets to race on the Geo Watkins Field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
Monday rundown. What it do, everybody? It's your boy Ruck from straight up Tennessee. My man Turner is in the building. We in the building, baby. How's your weekend been?
Yes, sir.
How was your weekend?
Man, it was great. A lot of football. To watch.
A lot of football is facts.
USC got that butt whooped, if we're being honest.
Smacked. Straight
Kansas.
smacked. It was no, I mean, like, but what was funny is we knew that. Like, we knew they could lose again. Because Utah, bro, I saw all I needed to see from Utah against Florida. Like, Florida beat them early, but man, Cam Rising is different, bro.
Bro, any person that can take a hit like that and get up like it ain't nobody's business and just laugh about it, hey,
that boy got obliterated.
I'd still be laying there.
I mean, that boy got absolutely obliterated, man.
But no cap, if Utah played like that, man, it'd be hard for anybody to beat them right now if they play good.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's start off the top of the show with this. I mean, we look at the top 6 now, rolled out today. Man, I did not realize that show, the way they do it, it's all one thing now. I didn't realize that. And so I'm literally in the middle of church and we're locked in watching church. Literally, we throw up on our pastor's confidence monitor the top 6 during the message, bro. He was like, it threw him way off, but shout out EJ Medina. He was like, bro, I'm gonna mess him up and show the top 6. And he did, bro. Wasn't surprised that TCU didn't move. I mean, I feel like it was so late in the year that, and the way they played.
I lost and by a field goal in overtime. I get it. I get it.
I mean, yeah.
There's no way. The only reason they didn't go to 4 is because Ohio State didn't make it to the conference championship.
Right. And I think with the Ohio State thing, I got a buddy that goes to our church who actually is a huge Ohio State fan, his whole family. They're from Columbus. And he said, man, this really feels like 2014. And I don't know if you remember 2014, Ohio State snuck in the playoff like this and played Alabama and beat Alabama. And then they ended up winning the Natty that year. Can they be undefeated Georgia, man? I mean, this is the best. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Other than Tennessee, only because Tennessee lost to Georgia the way they lost to Georgia. Okay? Follow me. I don't think there's another team in the country other than Ohio State that could beat them. I'm not even capping.
Facts.
No, and I think it's because of their offense is so good.
And that's the thing you got to have to beat Georgia. You got to have an offense that can just go out there and kill it because, man, something that's just blown me away from Georgia this year, man. Georgia be putting up points, and it don't, like...
It's boring.
It is. I'm looking at the game last night, and I'm like, man, they got a 50-piece on LSU right now, but it feels like they've scored like 20, 28.
It's boring, bro. It is the most boring... It is the most boring football to watch because it's so methodical. It's just Kendall Milton. Then we're going to hit you with McIntosh. Oh, here's Brock Bowers across the middle for 30. And you're like, oh, dang, they already in field. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I know we ain't talking about Georgia football, but man, I'll say it again. If I seen Stetson Bennett out in public just walking, I would want to punch him right in the face.
He said, "We're real good at football." I'm just like, bro, you an interesting cat, bro.
He is.
That's the best
But
way
I
to put it.
but I get it, man. Being a nobody like he was, I mean, I guess you got to be cocky. I mean, I
I
get it.
don't care though. There's a way to carry yourself,
Yeah,
you
I don't
know?
know. So what you think about Tennessee? Who's going to play in this
Um,
game? Before we get there, do you like Orange Bowl?
if I can get these tickets, I'm gonna love it because I've never been to Miami.
Yeah, but facts for both of us.
Like I've heard Miami. Well, I've heard Miami two things. I heard Miami is the whole capital of the world. But then also I've heard that it's beautiful.
Facts. I've
So
heard
it's
that too.
like I told my wife, I said, if we go, we going down Friday. We're gonna watch the game that night. So we're gonna fly in the morning. We're gonna watch the game, and we're gonna leave like mid-morning, midday. Cause I was like, I can't stay down there if it's really ratchet, like they say.
And I can't imagine staying down there Saturday night on New Year's
Nah,
Eve.
I'm outie. Get me back home, you heard? Get me back to
Yeah.
the Ville.
I, honestly, though, I'd much rather. I think I would much honestly rather play Clemson than Kansas State. Nothing against Kansas State, but I would like to. I think it's gonna be a good game. I do.
I mean, can I say it this way? You have the opportunity to beat a national champion.
True.
It's that simple. I mean, it's
I
not
would.
like they won the Natty not too long ago, bro.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And they took care of business against North Carolina. I didn't expect that. I really didn't.
They did, man. New quarterback, everything. Um, I don't know, man. I haven't been impressed with Clemson all year.
Yeah.
Like, so this matchup is going to me. This is going to be a good matchup. I think we match up well across the board. Clemson's defense hasn't been like as nasty as it normally is, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
And their offense, you just don't really know, right? I mean, and I guess you can say the same thing about Tennessee right now. Like without Hendon Hooker, like we don't really know, you know?
You know when the last time we played Clemson was
When was that?
2004.
Who was the
January
quarterback? Rick Clausen?
January 2nd, 2004. I don't know what bowl game it was.
That's wild. That's wild. That's been a minute.
In Atlanta, no, 2003. No, sorry, January 2nd, 2004. Yeah,
2004.
in Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL. I guess it was just a neutral site. Was it the Peach Bowl?
It says date 1/2/2004, Atlanta, Georgia, Georgia Dome,
Wow.
75,000, 435 kick time. We lost. We went
Great.
we lost 27-14. We went 10-3 that year. Clemson went 9-4.
Man.
Casey Clausen was the quarterback.
Casey, the Gator Slayer.
Cedric Houston. Remember
He was
him?
nice running back.
Yeah, he was
He
our
was
tailback.
nice. He was nice. I'll say this, man. I still hate that the playoff effed us, man, because there's just no reason Alabama should have been 5. Like when you just, I don't know. Oh
Mhm.
well, it's over now. Tennessee's the number 6 team in the country. I think next year we start out. You know how we look on December 30th really is going to tell us what our preseason rankings is going to be, and it's going to tell us a lot about this team, bro.
It is. I think it's we talk about it all the time. We've said it a million times. I think it's Joe's job to lose. And I'm excited to see what Joe's got against this Clemson team. If it's going to be nice outside, nice weather, you know. Because, I mean, you can sit here and you can critique Joe Milton all you want at the Vandy game. But it's hard to throw the football when it's piss pouring rain outside.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole game. I mean, it's hard to throw a wet ball, especially when you throw it as hard as he does.
That's facts. That's facts. Man, let's get the bug out, man. Coach Golesh, Alex Golesh is transitioning off the University of Tennessee staff and heading to USF. Um, I feel like the Goleshes are just Florida people, you know? Like they were at
Yeah,
UCF with Heupel, now they're going from Orlando to Tampa, and
yeah,
you had to know somebody was going to get that transition this year. I felt like it was
yeah.
too good of a year.
And honestly, more than anybody, I expected Golesh to get it. I mean, look at the offense that we had this year.
hmm And what's so funny is I'm seeing Scott Frost's name pop up. Dan Mullen. I'm seeing Dan Mullen's name pop up. At this
I
point, we know who called the plays, bro. It ain't gonna be neither one of them.
well, you know who sat up in the booth next to Alex Golesh all year.
Yeah, Joey Hosley.
Yeah,
So they might promote from within, man. You never know. I don't know what they'll do. And I think that's the cool thing about it. The Orange Bowl, being in the Orange Bowl and especially winning the Orange Bowl for the staff. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That's gonna
oh
get them
yeah.
some bread, bro.
Now, will Golesh be there, or is he already making that?
I'm gonna say he's not gonna be there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think he's already
He's got to
making
go
that.
recruit, man.
Yeah, he's already making that transition. I think
He
if he was gonna, I think if he was gonna coach in this game, they wouldn't have announced it until after the game.
Yeah, I think he's got to go recruit, man. He's got to go build a team because them boys garbage.
Yeah, I mean, props to him. I'm not mad about it. I'm really not.
No, I don't think we can be, man. Alex Golesh, he's been with Heupel for years. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's deeper than what we've seen in 2 years. Like him and Heupel are like boys. So it's like, and here's how I say it, man. Leadership principle here. This is just a life leadership principle. If I am the leader of an organization, or I'm in this case, if I am a leader of a football program, a football dynasty, whatever you want to call it, if I'm not surrounding myself with people who are going to elevate to be at the same level or better than me, then I'm not leading well. And
Right.
obviously, Josh Heupel is leading well because people on his staff are getting noticed. And now Alex Golesh gets to go make a name for himself as a head coach at a decent school. I mean, Tampa's is a great city, but
Hmm.
also, I mean, bro. I remember when the college football game was back 2014. I used to mess with USF jerseys, bro.
Oh,
That green
yeah,
and gold is gas.
that's facts.
It's gas, bro. And that little bull they got, yeah, that junk
Hmm.
crap. That thing crazy.
Yeah,
Um, it's something to look forward to, man. I'm there's a lot of things that I feel like could happen, but we really don't have a clue, you know.
yeah,
And I feel like Josh Heupel always does a great job of keeping everything so low key and under the table. Like we're
yeah.
not gonna know until we know.
Right. And I going to the player aspect of it, I think everybody plays except Cedric Tillman.
Really,
I do.
I think Hyatt sits out.
Really?
Maybe, dude. I mean, all signs point to Hyatt going to the league, Brody.
God, it's a, I don't know.
I mean,
Part of me gets it, but
all
part of me
signs
is like,
point to Hyatt heading to the league, and I don't know that either, but I don't know,
part of
man.
me gets it, but part of me is like, man, you've played all year.
I don't know.
I mean, I know a lot can happen in one game, but at least come out and play like a half. You feel me?
Yeah. Said's for sure not playing. And I agree with you. I do agree at the point that Cedric Tillman's not playing. And I don't think I think there's a possibility Hyatt doesn't play. I'm seeing a lot of people saying a lot of our guys aren't gonna play. I just don't see that. Um
Yeah, I don't
they've
either.
got a whole month to rest. Like to prayerfully get Danico and Turnage back, that would be huge, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, goodness gracious, you got. I mean, it's almost a month, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, for
26
them, for
days.
sure. What, South Carolina? So, I mean,
Oh
they've been
yeah,
out that long, bro.
yeah.
Um, y'all, good time in the show to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. If you vibing and rocking with us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, or Anchor, we're glad you're here, man. Download the podcast. It just helps with analytics and it helps get this thing out. And we want to give a major shout out to our family over at Tennessee Sporting Goods in the heart of Knoxville, in the heart of Fountain City at 4817 North Broadway. If you're in the market as a team, a young AAU team or a young baseball, softball, basketball team, you need sports uniforms, right? Tennessee Sporting Goods is the go-to shop for that. You need Letterman's jackets for school, Tennessee Sporting Goods. You need any basketball, football, baseball accessories. Tennessee Sporting Goods is the place for that. You don't believe us? Give them a call at 865-688-5454. As for my boy Taylor, I promise you, he will take great care of you and make sure that you get everything you need. Also, they are the sole provider of all straight up Tennessee, baby, merchandise. If you head over here, right here to this link, companycasuals.com/straight up Tennessee, there you will find our merch store. Fire pieces. They are actually getting close to reprinting some things and having some things in store. If you mention straight up Tennessee on any item, you might get a discount. So something good to look forward to, man. But yeah, we thank you guys over at Tennessee Sporting Goods so much just for your love, support, and
For sure.
yeah, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. So
So what you think about this one? I got a question for you.
what's happening?
I don't know if you've seen it. We open up Orange Bowl, Tennessee versus Clemson. We are a 2.5-point underdog.
Make it 7. I don't care.
I
I don't care.
think that's because Joe Milton's playing quarterback. I really do. But
Don't
I
care.
don't care. I don't care either.
Don't freaking care. Get some, homie.
Yep.
Eat some. Man, I just want to run through the bowl games real quick, all the way from here in 12 days till we get to the playoffs. So December 16th, man, you got the Bahamas Bowl, UAB and UAB versus Miami. You got the Cure Bowl, Troy versus UTSA. UTSA came on at the end of the year, no cap. Like if you didn't
Facts.
actually watch them play, them dudes, they're gonna have dudes hit the portal and go play big time football. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Oh man, let's see. Louisville versus Cincinnati on the 17th. BYU versus SMU. Washington State versus Fresno. Southern Miss versus Rice. Florida versus Oregon State. That'll be interesting in
Yeah.
Vegas. Uh North Texas versus Boise, Marshall versus Yukon, San Jose State versus Eastern Michigan, Toledo versus Liberty, Western Kentucky versus South Alabama, the Armed Forces Bowl, Baylor versus Air Force. That's interesting. That's such an interesting matchup.
That's different. Yeah.
Houston versus Louisiana in the Independence Bowl. Missouri versus Wake Forest in the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. That actually might be a good game. No cap.
That's what I was about to say. That'd be a good game.
San Diego State versus MTSU in Hawaii. Bowling Green versus New Mexico State. Buffalo versus Georgia Southern. Utah State versus Memphis. Here we are getting into some more of the bowls that we know a lot more about. The Birmingham Bowl. You got Eastern Carolina versus Coastal Carolina. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl, you got Wisconsin versus Oklahoma State. The Military Bowl, Duke versus UCF. The Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Arkansas versus Kansas. That's a home game for Arkansas, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like 3.5, 4 hours to get to Fayetteville, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday Bowl, North Carolina versus Oregon. Texas Bowl, Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Is Texas Tech any good this year? Obviously, but
I mean, I never heard anything about them.
I didn't either. But I mean, Ole Miss, we know they had a meltdown towards the end of the year, but
That's because they don't play anybody till the end of the year.
that's facts. That's facts. Pinstripe Bowl, Syracuse versus Minnesota. The Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando, Florida is Florida State versus Oklahoma. The Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, Texas versus Washington. The Duke's Mayo Bowl, home game for NC State, bro. They got NC State versus Maryland. The Sun Bowl, Pittsburgh versus UCLA. Gator Bowl, South Carolina versus Notre Dame.
That'd be a good one, man. It really will. South Carolina came on hot at the end of the year.
Okay. That's actually a game, no cap. That might actually be a good game for real. Arizona Bowl is Ohio versus Wyoming. Music City Bowl right up the street from me, man. Iowa and Kentucky. That's some boring football. Two teams that are just
It
gonna
is.
run. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, then you get into Mississippi State versus Illinois, and then the Citrus Bowl is LSU versus Purdue. And then obviously, man, our New Year's Six games, the Rose Bowl is Penn State versus Utah. The Cotton Bowl is USC versus Tulane. Man, USC dropped all the way to 10, bro.
10. Yeah.
Wow. The Sugar Bowl, Alabama versus Kansas State. And then the Orange Bowl, which is what we have our eyes set on. Clemson, number 7 versus number 6, Tennessee. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm anxious to see what we come out and do. Again, like I told you, Turn, I truly believe this, bro. The game is called differently because of the guy we got back there, and it's called differently in a way of we're gonna be throwing the piss out of that ball, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Frick, I
sorry,
don't. I mean, golly though, if we run it like we did against Vandy, good gosh,
man. Hey, if we can get that
feed
push,
the
but
rock.
no, I'm saying we still gonna run the football, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
if Joe throws the ball 27 times,
yeah.
15 of them are 30 or more yards.
That's true. That's facts.
At
I mean,
least 15 of them.
we seen that the Vandy game. About every pass he had, but if it wasn't a screen, was about 25 yards down the field.
There's no intermediate game, bro. It's short or bombs.
Yeah. Before we end the episode, man, we got to talk about it last night. Tennessee putting an absolute beat down. I know it was Alcorn State, but
It don't
my
matter,
gosh,
dude. And Santi Vescovi did not play.
you said, I think you said it well, man. If our starting five, no matter who our starting five is, can be in double digits, every single one of them, we ain't gonna lose.
We won't lose because our defense is because what the thing we know, one thing that is certain is our defense is going to always make up for how bad we play offensively if we do have a bad offensive game. But if
Yeah.
you're telling me our defense is playing good and offensively we're scoring, there's nobody in the country that will beat us. We showed you that against Kansas.
Yeah.
Like we put it on the film, bruh.
How about Euros going 6 for 6 tonight or last
Man,
night?
Euros has games like that though. Like he'll have games where he'll go 6 for 6. He did that against Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember earlier in the year in the exhibition game, man. He was 6 for 6 against Gonzaga.
You know who needs to keep it up?
Who? Drew Phillips.
Yes, but come on's playing lights out right now.
Dude, calm that dude, bro. I just didn't realize how much. I didn't realize how much down the stretch we missed him last year because Kennedy Chandler was so good, right?
Yeah.
But in that tournament game, second round, dude, Kamwa would have made a huge difference simply because, dude, he just out hustles everybody.
He went 6 for 6 or 6 for 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3, 4 boards, 6 assists, 20 points.
Man, even Jamon Meshack started the game because Vescovi did not start, and Meshack had 13.
He shot the ball 10 times.
So it's like, dang, Meshack was out there trying to score.
Zakai had 10 off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is right now with Tyreek Key. I don't know if it's like he's losing a little bit of confidence, but man, I want to see that shot number go up to 10 to 12.
It needs to.
Take more shots. But like you said, Turner, I think down the stretch, and I say down the stretch, man, I mean, these guys are now, 8 games in, 9 games in? It's middle of the season, man. I think once towards the end of this year, heading into January 2023, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now because I truly believe what you said last show. Julian Phillips has to be that dude, and he's going to be that guy.
Yep, I agree.
He's going to be the guy that you turn to, and it's like, bro, go get us a bucket. We need one. I think he'll be that guy. I don't know if there's no one else, in my opinion. If Zakai Ziegler was 6'3", he would be that guy.
1000%.
Dude, if Zakai Ziegler was 6'3", bruh.
Be nasty.
And lost no skill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, still was as fast and quick, bro. He would, dude. Oh, my God. I mean, he's a top 5 pick next year.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. 1000%.
This Tennessee team is turned the corner ever since losing to Colorado, making me waste my money on that terrible game. But ever since we lost to Colorado, bro, we locked. I can't believe here in a week, man, really a week and a half, we play Arizona.
Next Saturday.
That is a banger. Okay, that
I'm
is a
I'm
game.
I'm trying to get tickets.
Is it in Knoxville?
No.
Actually, is it
Yeah, it
not?
is. Yeah, it is.
I thought it. No, it says the McHale Center.
Mm,
Yeah, it's in Arizona, Tucson. Now
at
I know.
10:30.
Yeah, that's late on a Saturday, bro. I gotta go to church, bro.
Mm.
Bro, how am I gonna stay up and watch this game, bro? We'll worry about it when I get there.
Yeah.
Tennessee guys a game Wednesday, man, against Eastern Kentucky. Um, should handle business, bro. I mean, Tennessee really the next couple weeks, man. There's some games, bro. I mean, you start SEC play on December 28th against Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is not sorry. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They
If
ain't sorry.
if Texas keeps playing the way they're playing, that I know it's a long ways away, but that January 28th is gonna be crazy.
You better buy your tickets now, Brody.
Yeah.
If you thinking about going, or if we thinking about whatever, because I'm trying to go to that one, bro. That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh man, well y'all look, it's the Monday rundown, man. Golesh, we're gonna miss you, Coach G. But man, we know you're gonna do well over there, starting you build a staff, build a culture, and build a family down there at USF, man. We appreciate what you did on Rocky Top. But now, man, we turn our eyes to the rest of this week, man. We'll be back on Wednesday for the midweek chat. And then Friday, we'll be back for Chop It Up Friday, man. We're going to start bringing some guests on the show and really just kind of vibing out and just talking sports. I mean, goodness gracious, the Memphis Grizzlies just continue to be the most up and down team in the NBA. We're going to bring Aaron Korm on the show and talk all things NBA, college sports, and especially basketball. The dude and Stat Chat Sports, what they're doing for all your betting needs and helping you pick overs and unders, helping you pick against the spread, helping you pick in parlays where you're like, I have no idea what to do here. He does, and can't wait to get him on the show. Hopefully this week, if not this week, hopefully soon. We're going to get Tanner Dalton back on the show, and y'all know Tennessee does play Kentucky and Alabama, so Lance Asher and Stephen Cawley going to be back on the show real soon, man.
Absolutely.
Can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Turn, anything else you got on this Monday, my dog?
I'm good, man.
Hey, y'all.
I'm good.
Hey, thank you for rocking with us. You already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back Wednesday for the midweek chat. You know that we go so hard. You know. I don't even know what I just said. Y'all know, bro. Man, it's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Wednesday. Let's go.